What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I apologize. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill these headphones. I cannot with them. They are impossible. Oh my goodness. This is a great start to this live stream here as I curse about my damn headphones. I don't understand. I really don't. I really don't. I'm really about to lose my mind. All right. Okay. 2 seconds. I need to. You're the stupidest pair of headphones I've ever met in my life. Actually, you know what? No, even better. We're just going to go super duper old school on this because... Guys, I'm really mad right now. Earlier this year, I bought myself some really, really nice Sennheiser headphones. They're awesome. I love them so much. Talked about it before. I'm a little neurodivergent. And having noise-canceling headphones is absolutely, like, I cannot talk about how important it is to be able to be in a space and just be able to cancel out all outside activity. Well, last week I was wearing them at the coffee shop. I was doing a little bit of work, doing a little bit of prep, and I decided to walk home. And on my walk home, I was like, it's nice out. I need to get some steps in. Let's go for a nice little walk. And I did, but it was hot as balls outside. So while I was walking, I got a little bit of sweat. A little bit of sweat was dropping down into my ears. Now, I didn't think anything of it, right? This is a little, like a tiny bit, like a couple of drops. When I got home, I took them off and they started staticking and now they don't work. And now I have to send them back to Sennheiser because they're under a warranty, which is good. But it's still gonna it's still gonna take like a month or so to repair. So instead, I'm using these friggin' Sony headphones, and whenever I try to use the noise canceling and talk at the same time, it activates like the Bluetooth mic and messes it all up. So I'm just getting frustrated here. I'm just getting frustrated all around. And now I have to go back to old school. I have to plug it in old school styles for this one as Poland and China get underway. On my screen, Stasiak just got tipped over and there was a pancake. I apologize for the discombobulated start, but nice little block there. Oh, Stasiak. All right, we'll settle things down now. I can hear. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything good? I'm not seeing any complaints. So hopefully there's no issues on your side, but let me know if you do. This is match 2 of the day. We saw match 1 a little bit earlier as Italy 3'd on the United States. I will be doing a recap of these 2 matches after this as well, just so you all know. This one is a really interesting one to me because Poland is obviously playing at home and stuff, but I've just found that they've kind of struggled throughout this VNL. Like, they're just not the same team that they've been in the past. Now, obviously, they don't have Voloj, but Vernurska has been more than okay for them in the past. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. And this Chinese team, man, like Gong Jinjue is one of the few that, coming back from last year's team, but so much youth, and they've really been so surprising, so impressive. Nice little swing there from Luka Schick, and she's someone, she spent the year playing for Conegliano. And it's funny because we saw Khalil Lanier earlier today, both of them were on the bench, and, when you look at their stats and what they were doing with Conegliano, this year, like, they had really good years, and they were just on the bench for the best team in the world. 6-4 for Poland here. very interesting to see how this Chinese team answers, because I feel like they're really good at you know, at pushing the good teams. No VNL fantasy, unfortunately. Victor Silva, I have that working in. There's a bunch of things that I'd like to do in terms of making videos and whatnot. Just haven't had the time to. Or sorry, I'm not going to say I haven't had the time, because I've had the time, but I've just have been settling into, I guess, a new state. Oh, that's a great run. That's such a fast run. So I will be honest, I still can't, and I'm sure some of you will call me racist for this, and I apologize, but there's still some of the Chinese players that I still can't differentiate when I see them on the court. So I need to watch them a lot more to figure out. So I will be trying to figure out still. Obviously, I know the main Chinese players, but oh no, see, I don't do the fantasy like that either. I should. I really should, though. Oh, that's a good little block there from China. These two teams play each other in the Intercontinental tournament. Oh, that's such a good block. Just sealing that antenna, pushing straight on. Oh yeah, Gong is going to League One. League One is stacking up, man. They're getting some players. A bunch of Canadians are going there. Alexa Gray is going there. Bree is going there. Ooh, tip down. Voo. Oh, great dig. Oh, another great dig by Zhang. So good rally. Both really good control from both teams. Oh, here's a chance here for China. Can they get this done in transition? Oh, Gong. Man, Gong has such good vision. Such good vision. Like if you keep her off the net, because she's a little bit undersized for the right side, right? But if you keep her off the net, we're going to see it right here. Goes and then down that line. Sees exactly where that spot is. Sees where that inside blocker or the outside blocker going on to the inside. And that's when we go thumb down to the inside. Yeah, I mean, Victor Silva, she does, but that's always kind of been China. Like they've never really won to run like a very extensive offense. They're very predictable, but she sets the ball in a hittable spot for a position, like we just saw. Like that one with Vu it was tight to the inside, but all the way down to the pin too, over top of Winerska, so she's just able to go top down. I don't know. I think this is going to be a really tough matchup for Poland. I really do. Like, they're going... Oh, that's a big block. That's a big block. Yeah, I know they played a friendly match, and I think Poland won that like 3-0 or 3-1. And like Poland on paper should win this, right? Like this is a veteran team that's made deep runs into the VNL playoffs and other events now for multiple times. Like, look at this roster, right? Like it's basically everyone back except for Volleyball. So like on paper, for sure Poland can win this one. But like as we're seeing early here, China can give them a run for their money for sure. And I think China can give Poland a much bigger run for their money than the U.S. gave Italy today. And I mean, I'll talk about it later. But the only reason that match was even close is because Italy was playing like dog crap, just making so many errors. Agonu had a bad day. Anytime she was trying to swing, she was having a hard time. A lot of tips, but and And you know what? Like the U.S. worked hard. They worked hard every single point, and they still weren't able to get it done. But in this one, I think it's going to be like if China is working hard on Poland, it's going to put Poland into a really bad spot. Good swing, Chunianska. Yeah, I don't disagree that like a good study of her, but then like there's always the execution part, and I think something we always forget about in volleyball is that like this isn't a video game, so that there's no sense of trying to run an offense that's unpredictable and fast or something like that if you're not able to execute it, right? You have to play to your strengths. So in China, like they just play a very standard game style. They play very steady. I'm not going to say they play safe, but they play confident in their way. And they know that when they execute, they can get the job done, and they don't need, like, for lack of a better term, like smoke and mirrors for it. Vu on the serve. Oh, the ace. The ace. China looking really good here in these early ons. I know it's just still early, but oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a great shot. This is why the baseline angle is the best one. But you're hitting in that seam right between Shigloska and Chunyanska. Oh, good block. That's it. That's Poland's blocking game is where they need to dominate. They need to dominate the net. Like, they're so much bigger with Shishiak and Korneluk and even Lukashik on the outside. Right, and the longer these rallies get, it's a benefit for China. Oh, that's a good swing from Gong off the hands too. Like I think China is a little bit more athletic. Oh yeah, I think that was down. I think that was down. Ooh, yeah. Like it's gonna take Poland like a lot of hard work in these situations, and I think that I think this is gonna be a long match. Get there? No. That Chinese libero was like moving in slow motion. Victor Silva, am I assuming that you are Brazilian? Get there, get there, get there. Oh, that's so slow. Nice little dribbler off the tape there. Oh, the inside set, but Shiglovska was right there. Just straps it on. Good vision by Gong. See, that's another one too, where like the ball's coming from behind her. She's seeing cross court. Oh, what a dig there by Shiglovska. What a scoop. But she has that understanding of where Shiglovska is, and that tip to just behind the block is going to be a hitter. Like once again, her vision. Like they always said that Gretzky could see like his hands further behind the head, and that way he was such a good passer because he could just see further out. I swear to Gong is the same way, because she's focused on a ball that's coming behind her, looking this way, and yet she's still aware behind the block what's happening with the defender. So elite, so elite. I mean, Victor Silva, come on, like. It's like if someone was named John Smith. It's like, are you American? So, like, Victor, this is where I think it's can be a little bit interesting sometime, right? Where like different countries value different things. Because I like in like Brazil, for example, like I noticed that you guys really value like speed and deception and creativity and stuff like that, which reminds me like it reminds me a lot of your culture, you know, like you guys have such a beautifully vibrant culture, and then you guys play volleyball in the exact same way, and it's amazing. Now I've never had the chance to go to China, but you know, the Chinese culture is one of those that permeates throughout the entirety of the world. And I have been around a lot of Chinese 9-man in Toronto specifically. But they, you know, they're just a little bit, generally a little bit more reserved, a little bit more conservative. And as we see, like they like to execute really well. And that's how we see their teams too. So it's always interesting to see how, you know, the different identities of each country and how they permeate into their sport culture and their sport identity. Oh, they're bringing in Schmarzek now. Is it a double sub? Oh, it must have been a double sub, yeah. Connex, Mr. Lamb, you know. Connex is the best. I'm a big Connex homer when it comes down to Chinese 9-man. When I first moved to Toronto, I spent 2 years coaching at George Brown College, and the other assistant coach was the one and only Robert Chung. So Connex would always come into our gym. We had a bunch of Connex guys on our team and a bunch of other 9-man guys on our team, but I have the utmost respect for Robert Chung, Jeff Chung, their family, and the entire Connex organization. I was actually just like, because like I know the New York Mini happened this past weekend, and I was thinking, I was even telling my partner, and I mean she loves New York too as a dancer and performer and stuff like that. And I was like, we need to go to New York, and during the day you can do your own thing. I'll just hang out at Central Park and watch the New York Mini, and then at night we can go watch some shows together. Go watch Hit Up Broadway, because yeah, 9-man is awesome. Somebody on TikTok actually was asking me if I was going to go to the major, but I don't think I'm available. Oh, that's like such an aggressive swing from Vu off the net there. Like she's so far off the net, and she's swinging that one hard and underneath. Love that. Both Brazilian teams are like that right now, very dynamic. I think that's part of because we don't have a super op in the women's team. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't disagree with that. The new, in the men's game, the new style of play really benefits like the high skill, you know, keeping rallies going, faster offense. That really benefits Brazil. Ooh. But, you know, like Brazil plays somewhat of a different style than the rest of the major teams in the world on the women's side. Whereas, like, you know, the big players, like if you think about like Gabi and Ana Cristina, that's where a lot of their offense is going to come from, is all from the left side. Ooh. Was that, what's his name's club? The Olympian. Why can't I remember his name? Like is that the big SF team that always played Connex in the finals in like the 2000s? Sato, no, that's not who I was thinking of it. He does a lot of commentary. It'll come to me for sure. It'll come to me. But yeah, no, I love 9-man culture. I think it's super cool. I have a ton of respect for how it came up to. Actually, when that like 9-man documentary came out, I went to the Toronto premiere. Oh, Man, like China is so aggressive. They're passing so well and they're being so aggressive. Let me look at some stats here. We'll get them up on the screen in a second. But like, bro, they're 67% positive right now, swinging a 35% efficiency. China's scary right now, bro. They're doing this without Li Ying. Oh, that's such. I love that combination play. I love the 33, right? So that inside set with like a little bit of a loop. It's not quite a high ball. It's not quite a first tempo offense. It's just that little 33 loop. I love that. You can play so much with blockers by just working like, like by working 13s, 15s, 33s to the inside, right? And then when you're running that 33 to the inside, you can have them draw in the blockers, and then you run the backside as well too. It's tasty. No, I did Victor. I don't think if China wins, they're gonna beat Italy. Zhu is, I don't know. Do we really think Zhu is still gonna be around in 2028? Like, anyways, what's up, Luke? How you doing? But yeah, I don't think Zhu is gonna be around in 2028. Yeah, man, this is China is just laying it on, and finally Chernyanska is going to get them out of the slump there. That's another thing too, is that like I'm a little speechless right now when it comes to Wu Minjae and what she's able to do. Oh, that's back row. That's a back row violation. They should challenge that. Oh, that was real close, maybe. You know what I wish we had, and it would just make things way easier, is that like we just need to have like yeah, but are we really expecting Italy to play like crap 2 matches in a row? Right? Like, once again, Italy coasted through the match today against an American team that was working real hard and still won in 3. They don't have that. They don't get to do the same thing against this Chinese team. That's long. That's long. Wow. 25-17 in this first set. That's crazy. Oh. I'm going to make me a little bit smaller. I'm not that important. Okay. Yeah, let's look at some of these stats. Oh, we're going to look at the stats on the screen there. Yeah, just only 3 errors, attacking really strong. Let's see, like they're passing. Yeah, fuck, like 62% positive, 23% perfect. They're not super in system a lot. Like I'd like to see them in system maybe a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter because if you look at their offense, man, damn, 16 for 35. They're hitting a 40% efficiency as a team, 7 blocks with 2 touches. Yeah, overall, China is just dominating, just absolutely dominating. Let's look on the other side. Or, well, wait, sorry. Let's see who is dominating for China first. I won't lie. Like, the fact that, like, I wish this was a little bit more dynamic volley station. Like, we can be a little bit... Holy shit. Wu Minjae... somebody doesn't have to teach me how to pronounce her name, but she's going to be this damn good. 9 for 16 here in this first set with an ace. I wish we had blocks or digs, but we don't show that kind of stuff in volleyball. That is really, really good. I think Gong is gonna have a really good time in League One if she can get past like that communication barrier. Those issues with communication. Not saying that like there's going to be, but you know, for some reason I think that like foreign teams do a lot better at communicating to English players than English teams do communicating to foreign players. But I don't know. We'll have to see. But I agree. Like I think the way that they play to the American, like surprisingly enough, I find that like on the women's side, the American and the Chinese style is very similar in a lot of ways, right? Like they use like they use their left sides and right sides predominantly. Like they like strong system play for both of them. So I see Gong having a really good showing in League One. Absolutely. Wu Mangjie. Wu Mangjie. Shout out to Ning. Wu Mangjie. Okay. It's like I feel like every year I learn to pronounce another team's name. Wu Mangjie. You guys will have to teach me as we go here. One thing I'm wondering about, and just like looking at, like I've been to a lot of VNLs this year, and they've all tried to have the seats sitting around the court. And even last week when we were playing in Gdansk for the men, they had the seats sitting around the court. Why is there no seats sitting around the court here in Village for the finals? Why does it look so empty and naked? Gong is a passing oppo, you're right. I wonder where Gong is going to go play. You know what's crazy about League One? Like, apparently, you can literally just pick which team that you want to play. Like, one of the Canadians that went to League One, I'm not going to say which one, and I was like, oh, where are you, like who picked you up? Or where are you going to go play? And they were like, oh, I'm going to this team. And I was like, oh, cool, but like, why? Like, they already have a really good setter. And she's like, well, like, that's where I wanted to play. And they're like, where do you want to go play? And I said, and they're like, okay, cool, I'll put you on this team. So it's pretty interesting. Honestly, I think League One is worth it. The only problem is that like for you guys, it's at an impossible hour, right? Like Asians could watch it in the morning, but for Europeans, it's like the dead of night. I still don't think it's up to the point of what the European leagues are. Yeah, like there's still a lot of growth to be happening in that league. And like I think as of right now, the European leagues just bring a little bit more intrigue. But like if you want to watch like for the mid-season tournament that they have, or like just the playoffs, I think that would be great. I definitely think it's a league to keep on your tabs. Like I'd rate it higher than like France or maybe Germany, but it's not like a Turkey or an Italy just yet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like League One, you can just kind of like watch as she goes. Oh, just a nice little tip down. Oh, Corneluke going to Fenerbahce, eh? Wei Jingao. How did I pronounce that? You can watch it on VBTV. Or you can head over to the Volleyball Source Discord and ask the nice people there if they know anywhere to watch it. Oh, I love that middle run in transition. China, man, 5-2 already. This is wild. Wild. And like, oh man, they run that so fast. You have two blockers ready and waiting, and they know that's an option in transition, and they're still getting caught flat-footed. Oh, what a dig. Oh. Yeah. Luke, I agree. Like the Zhang? No, Zhang. I don't know how to pronounce like Zhuang, like Zhuang versus Zhang, like Zhang. But Zhang, the setter, she just delivers a really good ball, and she makes really level-headed decisions, which is surprising for a setter like herself. But she just keeps it really simple too, and I think that's like, once again, like the simplicity of China's offense, as we just saw them go there. And like, it's so good because now it's Zhuang in the front row, and tries to go like cross court, thumb down, gets dug, and then she gets the high ball from behind her, and she's able to turn it around for the block out. Oh, can they track it down? No. Yeah, you're gonna have to find some ways. Like, someone on the Poland side of the court needs to get things going. Like, they need someone to heat up if they're gonna start like surviving in this game. Pretty much, surviving is the name of the game. Absolutely. Yeah, like Stusiak has 6 points and she's doing all right. She's 6 for 13 with a 31% efficiency, but everyone else is kind of below her. Trinianska actually is all right. She's 5 for 10. Monja. Oof. And like, China has done a really, really good job at sealing all the way to the pins. Like, they're getting all the way to the pins and pushing in and really taking. And I think that Poland especially likes to play far to the pin. They like that push that outside because they like that backdoor shot. Like, especially with Stysiak, like, she likes that ball high, like right on that sideline, so she can come and bring it back in. And I think that China is just doing a really, really good job at blocking those pins and taking away their like Poland's favorite shot. Oh, that inside set as well, but this time she read it. There we go. Korneluk. I want to see what they did with the blockers there, because Korneluk was to the left. Yeah. So they're staying inside. That's a really, honestly, she's like, Lethal Barbie is one of the best blockers in the world, and we see that right there once again. Ooh, Igor. Okay. Here's the deal with Shishak, is that I thought that for a while that she was on the doorstep, and yet she just hasn't really been able to do anything for club or country that has really differentiated herself from the rest of them. Because like, there was a time where I would have put her at like maybe even 4 or 5, but now, like, with Antropova and Kira Van Ryk, like Gong, for sure. The way that Wada has been playing in this tournament as well too. Stysiak has just not really put out the numbers that I'm expecting her to. Stysiak is the Karakurt. Interesting. That's long. Oh, no. They got the touch on that. Yeah, Drew's would be a good one. I do think Rosa Maria is a little underrated as well too. Like, look at that chase. But yeah, look how empty that looks. Let's get some vibes in there. Let's get the fans right up to the edge. Vargas is no longer the best in the world. I'm sorry, 1989. There's no like with the way that Agonu has been playing and the way that she's winning absolutely everything. Like, I'm sorry. Vargas is not the best player is not the best opposite in the world. That's just the reality of it. Like, she needs to do big things. Like, look at the years that like Agonu and Antropova and Van Ryk had. And Varga is like most of Vargas isn't inconsistent. Let's pull up her stats from this tournament. Yeah, Poland is so shell shocked right now. So shell shocked. Yeah, Igor, I agree with that. The big outlier there is Hawk because she doesn't play international at this level. But you also have to think too that like maybe one of the reasons that she is so good throughout the club season is because she doesn't play international at this level, you know? Like she gets an off season, she gets some time off. She gets some time to yeah, like if she was playing a VNL and a World Championships and all these things like, you know, Vargas and Agonu and Antropova and all these other elite ones are playing, is she as effective at the club level? Right? That's like a question that we just don't know. But yeah, I kind of agree. I don't think Stysiak does anything outstandingly well. You know? Like Agonu contacts that ball basically higher than anyone, and she can hit so many damn shots. Vargas also has like high contact, but she also has like a little bit more velocity and the control than Agonu has. Like Van Ryk right now is the hardest server in the world and is one of the hardest hitters and like works her ass off. You know, like Danny Drews is very consistent and like switches things up as like one of the one elite lefties. Like Antropova is an absolute scoring machine. Like she set the all time record for most points in a season this year in the Lega Volley Femminile, and is undoubtedly their best server of all time. Like, you know, all of these other players differentiate themselves with something specific, and I don't know if Stysiak has that right at that same level. Yeah, I mean, playing a friendly match, maybe not the best idea. I agree. I agree. I also think that Poland needs Lukashik out there. Oh, she is. Lukashik. Yeah, Lukashik is like 3 for 11 in attack right now. Yeah, 3 for 11 with a block. And that's the thing is like everything that China is doing is just so textbook that it's really hard for Poland to push by. We're having a really hard time scoring at the moment. What if China beats Turkey and Asia and Poland. China beats Poland. Asian party. Yeah, I just don't really see Poland doing anything outstanding. Efrat, because Agonu has delivered. Right, like she was the starter for Italy when they won an Olympic gold medal. Her team made the finals of the Lega Volley Femminile, whereas Antropovas didn't. So, and they lost right? Didn't Malonza beat Scandici in those semifinals? So at the end of the day, Antropova is there because of what she's able to do, but she hasn't been able to win. She hasn't been able to gain the starting spot on the Italian team. She hasn't really been able to win in the Lega Volley Femminile. And I know that's team dependent, but you can point to a number of situations where Agonu has been the team, led her team to a championship, to a Champions League, to whatever it may be, and been that main player. Antropova hasn't been able to do that yet. So that's why, in my book, Agonu is the best player in the world. It's a really good rally here. Poland needs to start hustling, need to start making plays like that on defense. Big swing by Lukashik, she hits it. Love that swing by Vukashik. That's the that's the passion and that's the energy that Poland needs to be bringing every single point. Look, Antropova is still elite, right? She's still she is in that conversation and she continues to build up into it. And I think this year in the finals, she had a terrible game and then bounced back immediately. Or I guess it wasn't in the finals, it was in the semis. It was, had a good match and then bounced back immediately, or a bad match and bounced back immediately with a big match. She's in that conversation, but she's just not quite there yet. Yeah. I don't know what else you guys want me to say here. But it's not just based on numbers, Efrat, because like well, I would not go at all and say Antropova has a height advantage. She's elite in so many different levels, and that's such a disservice to literally all of volleyball if we just go by it this person is just tall, because tall people, this is, you can start to feel we're starting to feel that shift we're starting to feel that shift now, where Poland's starting to understand that offense, and this is where they're going to need to have their blocks. Like their block really needs to step up, and that's a big one by Czernianska. Yeah, and that's like Luke. That's a good point. Like Stizek and Schmarzek are both the same thing. Where like each of them are big and have like decent arms and do things like pretty well, but they just don't do anything outstanding comparatively to some of the other elite opposites. Yeah, and Tripova is way better than Stizek. I agree. Oh, Luke, don't compare Stishak to Schmreck. That's a disservice to Stishak. She's much better than Anna Schmreck. As much as Schmreck is going to get there, but she's got a lot of unlearning, like NCAA unlearning to do over there. It's gonna take some time. There we go. This match is starting to change. Yeah, Luke, I don't disagree when it comes to. You can have just feel the energy has shifted, right? Like the crowd's a little bit more into it. Look at their coach, looks like a little bit more worried, and it's just that momentum has just gone. Whoom. Okay. Oh, another inside set. And so that one, Fumija really learned from the last swing that she had on the inside, where she swung cross court like along with her body, and that's where Korneluk got her on the clamp. And this time she's turned it back down the line. Yeah, Bauman, I do agree that Shemek can learn a lot of Turkey, and like I do think that like a lot of that pressure, like it's going to be a pressure cooker. Like you're going to go to play in Turkey, you're going to be playing on a lower team, you're going to be getting a lot of volume. That's a lot of training. That's a great dig. Not enough though. Not enough. This this set is going to be really, because if China can come back here and push against Poland's push, then things are going to be really good. But otherwise, then things could get a little dangerous. Number 6 is Gong. She's their captain. The match is currently going on in Łódź, Poland. So it's a home match for Poland. Man, I also hope that Guzin finds herself in the Italian league or the Turkish leagues. I like, if I was Gio, I would be like, Abby, come to Vakif Bank. Like, just come as a practice player. Like, get out. Like, once again, no hate to youth sports. I think the level of youth sports has gotten so much better. Like, just look at the quality that it's created for our national team. Bree and Kira right there. Like, Abby Guzin is another one. Like, so many of those athletes are coming from youth sports. Hillary Johnson slash Hillary Howe. But you need to get into pro. There's always going to be that transition, and the earlier that you can go pro, the better. Stishak with the tip. Oh, maybe rip China. Maybe rip China. We'll have to see. Does Vakif Bank have a second team? Is that not 4? Was that 4? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, for a while there, this was looking like it might be a Chinese 3-dom, but Poland has really turned things around here. Oh, yeah, Shiglovska. Vukashek. Oh, what was Zhang doing there? Just not ready on defense. Very un-Chinese of her. Do you think Canada women's volleyball has a chance to compete with top teams once their full lineup is back? Yeah, compete for sure. Like, we've seen that, like, before we were beating top teams occasionally, like Turkey and Poland and stuff like that. Like, you bring in like those 4 players or those 3 players with Alexa, Bree, and Kira to, the rest of the team that's been maturing. Yeah, I think we can compete at the same level as like what the men can. Maybe not, but I mean, both of the situations are a little bit different. Okay, let's see about some stats here. Yeah, I mean, it would be really nice for Hillary to be the same as she was in the last 2 games, but at the same time, like, can we expect that? You know what I mean? Can we expect that? It's just a lot to expect sometimes. Okay. So looking at some of the stats here from set number 2, let's see who popped off here for Poland. Was it Vukashek? Was it Stishak? Oh, Vukovic had 7 in the second set alone. She was 6 for 8 in attacking with a block. That is big. Not to mention her passing was lights out, 50% positive, 38% perfect. And she had the most targets too. So that right there is a huge thing. Let's see on the other side what they did for Vu. Yeah, only 4 points there for Vu Minjia. She was 3 for 8, 4 for 13 for Zhuang. A lot more volume going to their other left side, and very little. Oh, still a lot to go into Gong. Gong was the worst of the bunch, 2 for 8 with the 1 block. So China's offense just really slowing down. They're asking about the serving now. I'm very interested to hear about the information because, like, if you look at China, 41% positive, 27% perfect in the first. The Chinese coach looks like he's gonna cry. Yeah, Gong, perfect, 3 for 4. Don't serve the opposite, that's for sure. Yeah, much better there for Poland in set number 2. Much better. Their serving is a lot more aggressive, and their attacking, especially on the left side with Vukovic, was so much better. I also think that Vukovic is world class. All the stats are on. I'll put the stats in the chat here, because they're all. There's a couple places to find it, but this is where I find them. It's on the volley station stats. All right, number 3 now. Set number 3. Can China get back and get their offense going again, or is this going to be all? That's a good first aggressive swing there from Poland. So far, it feels like they're all of their momentum is on Poland's side right now. High ball to Gong. Once again, that vision. Really good vision. Venerska looks really disappointed in herself there. Really disappointed for having not picked that ball up. Oh, that's going to be tight pass. And this is where, like, China needs to play their game. They need to serve aggressively in order to push against Poland here. Yeah. Oh, good dig there by Stishak. Nice little chuck. Oh, I'm looking at my own stats here. Sorry, guys. You can go back to the watch along. Oh, that's a big block. That is a big block. Oh, that's a great close. Why do I have a feeling like this is going to go 5? This is going to be a really long one, isn't it? Oh, way to force the middle. Good recycle there by Konaluk. Man. Vang? Vong is doing so much work in the middle. Wong Yuan. Like, got outside, got that touch, getting swings. Oh. To be honest, like, if Poland is going to be in system like that, though, it's going to be really, really tough for them to stop Lethal Barbie. Yeah, of course I'm going to watch tomorrow's matches. Just, Everett, you're right. These watch-alongs do tend to go 5 sets. Should have done this morning's match. And, like, they're really forcing the middle here. Really forcing the middle. That's interesting so far here. Lots of volume in the middle. Oh, what a dig. Oh, just a little bit of miscommunication there. What is going on in defense for Poland? Like, they need to be tenacious on defense. They need to be tenacious on defense. And this is just a good, solid, deep swing right in the seam. And I need my libero. Like, I need Shivlowska to be all over that. Into the antenna now. And now it's starting to run away from them again. Oh. Vukashik was so good in the last set, and that's really what helped them pass it. But can they neutralize her here? And they're passing her, serving at her again, making her come off the net, but that was a much better swing. Oh. Ah, it's a fantastic swing by Vukashik. That's, off pass here. At broken situations, Poland's defense needs to be way better. Way. Oh, that's a big miss. Really? She got the touch on that? Wow. Yeah, I'll probably do a watch along tomorrow as well. She just contacts that ball so high, so consistently. Wumanja, man, she's really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. The idea of having her alongside Li Ying Ying is, ooh. Why are we calling her Wu Ting? Is it like Zhu Ting, and we're like giving her the name? I'm just confused here. Teach me about your people. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, is it an errant buzzer? Errant budger. Mushroom. Sorry. Um, Two Jacks isn't there though, so we can't even blame it on him. That's the problem. Or maybe that's why Two Jacks isn't there. Maybe that's why it's happening. Ba 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 Polska. Oh! Is it over? Oh, it's out. Timu Zhuting, and now she's Wu-Ting. Yeah, June, I know that's you. That's such a tasty little swing down the line. Tasty little swing. Mr. Turu, first of all, thanks a lot for the membership. And I also enjoy doing the watch along because otherwise I end up just sitting at home by myself, watching volleyball by myself. And then, I get like lost in my phone or I start talking shit on Discord, which is never great. And yeah, no, it's just easier sometimes for me to just like run my mouth. Sit here and talk some shit and just run my mouth a little bit. Helps me be engaged. I can talk with you guys. It's a little bit of commentary on the game, talk about whatever else. It's fun. It's relaxed. I'm wondering if I should switch it maybe to Twitch, but we don't really have a presence on Twitch, and so much of our community is here on YouTube or in Discord, so June, it's so funny that you love my shit talking because I remember like the first time I was like aware of you in the Discord, you and I were talking a lot of shit to each other. Another aggressive swing, but that one's going to be off the tape. Oh. Oh, that's reckless abandon with that swing, man. Her shoulder whip is so dynamic. Like I would love to break down her swing because she's so skinny too. Like she's so petite. Like there's no muscle, all that. It's all in the whip coming from her hip. And I wonder what they're going to be protesting here. Yeah, I didn't see a net touch at all. One more time, we got you paying so free. I'm gonna celebrate. One more time. Yeah, she does have that Markova body type, eh? Just that long, slender, and you're just using your arm as a whip. Just. Sorry if that offended anyone. Both can't pass. I don't know. I think Vu is passing not too bad throughout this match. Let's see here. Apparently there's like just under 10,000 at this match too. She's got 18 so far in this match. And her passing is okay. Yeah, she's 43% positive and 14% perfect. Yeah, so Bauman, I'm pretty sure what happened with Kira is the fact that like, because Bree got injured at the end of week one in that last match against Serbia, like right at the end. So with Bree injured, I'm pretty sure, and from what I was understanding too, the idea with Kira was that always that she was going to be taking a week off, and that she probably wasn't going to be going to the third week in Arlington. That she would play at home in Ottawa, and then she'd go play in Turkey too, which makes a lot of sense, and then take that third week off. But I'm pretty sure, and this is just my own figure it out. Oh, here's another one for China. Man, this is what a scoop. That's a couple of big scoops there by Shivgloska on Vu. But yeah, I think that honestly, once that situation with Bree happened, it was just about like, hey, I don't really want to have to be everything and like everything for this team without Bree. And ultimately, I think it was a better situation for everyone involved without having the crutches of Bree and Kira there, and that they were having to figure things out, and that, you know, like different players had to step up. Now it was ugly. Don't get me wrong, it was ugly, and gong did she got that. Oh, so good. So good. But yeah, I just think that it was it was just a calculated decision that almost went bad, but still, I think it worked out pretty well. Because now, like, what does this team look like getting Bree back, getting Kira back, heading into the World Championships? Honestly, I think it's fair enough. Because it's a long-term play. Because like the reality is that there's a lot of leaders on that team, and like Kira is the captain because she's the centerpiece of the team and she leads by example. But you still had some athletes in and around who are going to be able to do that. I truly think that like there's no way that it was a decision just made by Kira. Like she would have talked to Gio, she would have talked to the rest of the team, she would have talked to people. And ultimately, like I think no, like I don't think it is, because if Kira plays and just gets a million percent volume, and she's getting chucked like terrible balls and she gets injured in these three, because like once again she had a really deep run with Vakifbank. Like they went all the way. They went to the Champions League Final Four. They won the league, right? So she had a really long year after like a whole Olympic run up, and she had a lot of personal stuff going on too, where she lost her mother in that situation. So yeah, like let's just give her some time off. I have really no problem with it, none whatsoever. Oh, more. Yeah, 100%. And like if you go back to my conversation that I had with Gio back in February, and he was like, we already know that, like we know the quality of Kira, we know the quality of Alexa, and we know the quality of Bria and of Emily. Who's next? And I also think that's too why, like, you know, like Shaina Joseph was dropped from the team, and Vicky Savak was dropped from the team, and you know some of those players who have just been kind of floating on the bench, and like those two specifically, it kills me to see them leave the team, because those are both girls who are Ottawa Mavericks, who I've known for a long time, since they were children. Like my first game ever coaching when I was 16 was Shaina Joseph's first game ever playing volleyball. So I love those girls, but I also agree that, you know, we needed a little bit of time. And, you know, I thought Abby Guzman was fantastic. Schmreck had some moments of brilliance. Quinn Pelland was super good. So yeah, it's overall really good for Team Canada. All right, I'm gonna talk less about Team Canada now. We're gonna focus a little bit more on the match at hand, because now Poland has pushed a little bit back now. Has forced China to call a timeout, so things are getting nice and interesting. Nice and interesting. I wish we had I wish we had subtitles here. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Yeah, it was really important for Schmuck to be able to struggle like that. I fully agree. It's a much different game playing internationally than it is playing in the NCAA. All right, let's see how Poland's coming back with a little bit more energy, and now they're going to still keep on crawling back here. Still keep on crawling back. This game is going to be like a 3-hour 5-setter. I can just feel it. And I need... Right in the middle there by Stishak. Hey, June, don't call me out like that. I didn't even take my Vyvanse today because I had coffee too early and it was just like had me too jittery, and I was just like, I don't think I need Vyvanse today. It's gonna be too much. But yeah, always shaking my legs, always. The worst too is when I was in Rio. Shout out to Ivy, and Ivy is one of the ops people. This wonderful Portuguese woman, or Brazilian woman who lives in Portugal, and she runs a tight ship. Tight ship. Big shout out to Ivy. Actually, I'm pretty sure she was in Poland last week as one of the ops directors. And we were sitting at lunch at the hotel in Rio, and she goes, like the people who shake their legs are the ones who like develop Parkinson's. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, like because they have those like, those patterns in their body. And I was like, shit. So now whenever I shake my leg and I realize it, I always think about that and try to stop myself, calm myself down a little bit. Oh, just so much patience from China. Just dig and dig and dig and dig and then block out. I feel like that's smart. What Smarzak is saying right there as well too. Oh, June, are you an Ivy League or a neurodivergent Ivy Leaguer? Oh yeah, just tee it up for Corneluke every single time. Where am I at right now? I'm in my second bedroom in my house, or my apartment, sorry, in Toronto. I live in Toronto, and I've lived here since 2012. That's like, what, 13 years? Something like that. Oh, Stechak can't be making those errors there. Can't be making those errors. Honestly, yo, if I knew I was neurodivergent when I was in university, I would have finished. Like, if I was able, like, if I had, like, the tips and the tools and the tricks and, like, the 5 that I do now in university, I would have been able to finish university. But, like, it was just the wildest thing because I didn't know shit. Like, high school is high school, and I could never do any work, cram a study at the last minute and still get good grades, or, like, do a project the night before and still ace it. And then you get into university where like you actually have to do the work, and it's just like, oh shit. I mean, hey, Luke, if Italy's playing the way they did today, anything is possible, right? But I think that Italy will be a little bit more intentional with what they're doing. Damaska. Just Poland just seems to be always a step behind. Just a step behind in what China is doing. And like you have I know that the setter's in the front row. Is she? Yeah, she is. Another really good block there. Okay. Honestly, I don't think the point ranking means anything. No, I don't know. I really don't know. It's a system that I still don't understand. It's an imperfect system. No home team has ever won the VNL. Interesting. Oh. No home team has ever won the VNL. Interesting. It's a good look then for Italy this year. For the Italy men. And the Italy women, I guess. Could they double up? The thing is, too, is that, like, for the Italian women, it's theirs to lose. Like, other than Brazil, I don't think any team is at their level right now. I know that's going to make our Turkish fans mad, but like, the proof is in the pudding. That team struggled over the course of this VNL. Oh, look at that. Shitty. Such terrible, terrible, terrible merch for the VNL. Honestly, I don't think poor China M, because like you guys made it to the finals and were safe from that. But then also too, like, that Chinese men's team is on a path to somewhere. It's definitely on a path of being better. You know? Like, I don't know if LA is necessarily in the cards for them, but that Chinese men's team is the best I've ever seen as a Chinese men's team, no doubt about it. Like, Wu Ting is just sitting in the gap. And another dig. Goodness gracious. Damaska's just out there to swing, eh? Corner Luke. I don't think she needed to jump for that. Okay, Poland needs to run corner Luke. No? Okay, yeah, that back door. But once again, that's that shot that Poland really likes. That shot that Poland really likes, that backdoor shot. Ba-ba-da. What's up, David? Good vision there by Zhuang. Oh, Damaska's just coming in with a lot of energy right now, and she's approaching with intent. She's approaching with intent and with energy. And I haven't really seen a lot of that from Poland. They've been not so sure-footed, let's say, in their approach. Vu has 20 after 3. Gong has 9. Lukashik is 10. Vukashik is 10 and Chernyanska is 12. Well, Stasiak is 13. Poland, though, swinging a 31% as a team. They've also got 9 service errors. Yeah, right now this is all about Poland building momentum for the next set. Wu is just a garburator in the back. She picks up so much stuff. Love that. Love that. This young setter, man. She is something else. Something else. Man, 24-18. Will Poland be relevant in the fourth? Or is China just going to run away with it? Because it looked like they had everything going in the second. It looked like they were starting to start to build that. And then China's come back even stronger. They were able to shut down Vukashik. Can they shut down Stasiak here and take the set? No, they cannot. Yeah, whenever June needs to be around whenever China plays, so she can translate for us in those timeouts. I feel like I should learn like a little bit of Chinese. China's now taking over the world. In 100 years, everyone is gonna be speaking Chinese. What are tomorrow's matches again? Let me remind myself. Ooh, Japan, Turkey. I'm gonna live stream for. I'm definitely gonna stream for Japan, Turkey, for sure. Because that one's gonna be interesting. That matchup is gonna be really interesting, really interesting. Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow, wow, wow. China has just really been steady. Why is there so much dead space on the field of play? Like, it just looks bad. We need more. Although I've really loved the video boards that Poland's had. Like, that one on the ground is, I guess, pretty cool, but I really like the one on the wall in Gdansk. Okay. I'm going to leave you guys with some stats here while I just go to the bathroom real quick. We back. We out here. Sorry. It took me a little longer than I would have thought. Japan is going to win 3-1. Honestly, I don't hate that take. I don't hate that take at all. I've always found in past years that Japan have always just been so, like, they just hold back. And this new Japanese team doesn't hold back. And low key, I think that Mayu might be better than Yuki. Yeah, they took off Renurska? Shit. That's a desperation move right now for Poland, going to the backup. I love that play. I love that play. That just presence of mind that just like, hey, we don't need to run this fast in system right now. Love that dig from Stusiak, though. I don't know what she's doing over there, but just pop that up, high to the inside, let her swing away. So much confidence in your hitter there, but also just such good presence of mind from a fucking 16-year-old. Holy shit. Oh, we can get rid of this look, too. Bro, I had those same reservations as well too. I don't know if you saw me and Farhad in Ottawa though. Bromance happening. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure because Farhad knows all that entire team so well. And you know, like the vibe that he's got going right now with China is really good. And honestly, like sometimes as a coach, things just get a little frustrating. You know what I mean? Like sometimes as a coach, you just end up not being the best version of yourself and things just unravel and there's no way for you to get things back. So I think that's maybe what was happening at Izashibasha. But I really like the vibe that Farhad Akbash is bringing to this Japanese team. And it seems like they, like in talking to some of the athletes too, as much as you can, they really like his like positive attitude and how he wants them to like be aggressive and have fun with it. It's very opposite to what Banabe just did, but Corner Luke, love the lethal Barbie knee slide. That's like an iconic move now. In big moments, she gets big, like good shuffle, good press, knee slide, get the knee slide. Oh, didn't give us the knee slide on the replay. That sucks. Are they giving it to Vu? Vu Ting? They're going to call it out. Okay. China looking for a block touch. I mean, if you're Poland in this situation, you're not calling your own touches. You're forcing them to make that choice. Man, I feel like Lethal Barbie is the best fucking teammate. I feel like she's just out there pumping everyone up, doing her job. Like, she has just that, like, she always shows up. She always brings her A game. She's so dependable. Like, it's so hard for me. Like, okay, maybe some Polish people out there can, you know, those who watch the Tornliga a little bit more and watch this team a little bit more. Like, does she play poorly? I don't think she does. I think she's so solid. Like, she's honestly the type of player that I'd love to build a team around. Oh, what another great swing. I don't know where Damaska is just looking at Stesiak like she's expecting her to dig that. I'm also just a little confused of like what Poland is doing within their block defense systems and like where they're supposed to be. And like in China, it's very clear where they're supposed to be almost in every single situation because they're there consistently. Where there's always a little bit of shuffliness within Poland. Ooh, Grabka just a little. Love this. Let's see that. Let's watch that again. Just a little. Get planted. Oh, love that. Just really simple. Really simple. Setting into the spot that you can see too. Right? Like not trying to set that ball behind her where she doesn't exactly know where the defender is, but just right over the shoulder. She has that awareness is there. Ooh, woo, woo. Oh, I thought that ball was in. No, this is the Corneluke. Or she has another name as well too because she's been married. So she has like her husband's name as well, but I can't remember it. Okay, this game is going to 5. Fuck. Oh. Who is this girl that they keep on showing on the bench? The blonde girl with the bangs? I remember her. She's been really good earlier in this VNL. Why can't I remember her name? Who is that? Why is Corneluke cringy? Taylor Swift lover over there is just really just a huge turkey a homer. Hot take, Corneluke is better than Zaragunish. Piacheska, yeah. Oh, come on, don't sue her Lethal Barbie like that, come on. Get that tongue in your mouth. Luke, are you Polish? Yeah, we're going to 5. Oh. Same thing as set number 2, right? Where they're just starting to block better and make China's offense just look average. And another one, and another one, and another one. Oh, you're from the UK. Okay. Honestly, Karakurt's been interesting because you'd think it's her passing that's really holding her back, but it's actually her offense. Like her passing has actually been decent. That's long. No, Corneluke is her last name, but she also technically goes by like there's some systems where she goes by it's like Kowalska. Yeah. No, okay, no, I apologize. Corneluke is her husband's name. Kovalevska, is her maiden name. So that's why it makes sense that in some internal systems within volleyball world, like when I wanted to search for her, it was Kovalevska. Also, there's no hate. I was just saying that in some systems she goes by multiple names. That's all. There's no issues there. Big fan of hers. If you haven't noticed. That was a good little side out there by China, but is it too little here, too late? I guess it's only 13-10. Great save. Yeah, I agree. If Poland can't convert that, if Poland didn't convert that and it went to 13-11, it would have been a different story here. Grabka really telegraphs those sets, eh? Oh, really good view. Really good vision there by Stishak. Yeah, save that tight. Oh, let's go. Ah, corner Luke. Lethal Barbie, man. I love a middle dig. Middle digs are the best things in one of the best things in volleyball. You have to think so. Damaska has just been really good off the bench. She's been super solid, and she's just come in. She's hitting with intention, right? She's just looking outside of the block, and she's swinging hard. She's getting rewarded. Oh, good dig there by Shiglovska. Damn. On the middle, no. On the pipe. Pushed at. Oh, another dig. This is another really good, well-controlled rally. Nice block. Yeah, this is going to 5. This is going to 5. This is going to 5 for sure. Jurchik. She's the female Kokonovsky. Oh, great press. Great push. Oh, really good. Mr. Turi, just to I don't mean to, you know, harp on this, but it's the World Championships. There is another event called the World Cup, and that's a different event altogether. It's confusing. We have the World Championships, we have the World Cup. We've got the Nations League. It used to be the World League. At least it's the Nations League now. You know, VNL is a very different brand, so at least we like that. Yeah, just another aggressive swing there by Damaska. She's like a spark plug, and it's clear that China has no video on her because they're just kind of throwing random blocks up against her. That was not a great block there by Chen. Oh, we're seeing that setters change, bringing out the 16-year-old. And you know, it's interesting when you watch Zhang set. She doesn't have the greatest hands. Like, she needs to work on her hands a little bit, but it makes sense if she's 16. But she just sets a really good offense. And now the pendulum is fully back on the other side. But the big question now is, if you're China, do you start subbing some players out and giving them a little bit of rest and gearing up for the 5th? Or do you try to build that momentum? Interesting. I don't want to say too much, but I just got DM'd by the wife of a Discord member for something good, for something cool. I actually like quite a bit, but it's just interesting to see how the Discord has just grown to something like I couldn't have even imagined it would be. Oh, true. They did get Nikola. Good call. Thank you. You're right. They did get rid of the World Cup. Honestly, good. That World Cup was just like, it was literally like everything was geared towards Japan. It was just so that like the FIVB could run a tournament in Japan every few years. China, though. You bring in your bench, and then all of a sudden... Is that Zhuang? Zhang? Zhuang. Zhang is the setter. Zhuang is the outside. Ah. Man, if she had got another ace there, you bring it to fucking 18-15. Hoo-wee, could get a little tasty, could get a little spicy. 5 points is not impossible, but it's also not not easy. Especially with the momentum that Poland is building. But if China can push it back here and build some momentum going into the fifth, that's going to be looking real pretty. What a block! A huge block. Was that Gong? No, Tong. I wonder what the stats are looking like here for set number 4. I want to see Poland. Although Zhuang has 8 points in the 4th set. How many blocks? 5 blocks for Poland here in set number 4. 2 for Lethal Barbie, 1 for Stishek, 1 for Chernyanska, and 1 for Jurczyk. But 4 points for Damascus, 6 for Stishek. Stishek is 5 for 9 here in this set. Oh, how did she squeak that one through? I don't know, but like China could develop a little bit of momentum here. Also, 5th sets are crazy. Anything can happen in a 5th set. Oh, that's a big block. She goes up really high to be able to get that and stays strong high. Like Stishak actually hit that really, really well. But Wong got that ball really high. We're not going to be able to see it from this angle. But that's like at the peak of her push. That's what you train for. I love that. I'll stash that for an after question. We'll stash that for later. Yeah, definitely went off of the block first. Not even a question. Little by little here. Interesting. Interesting that he's Lavarini talking about there that you need to be blocking low and inside. Need to be blocking low and inside. That's where China is hitting us right now. They're hitting us low inside, so that's where we need to be. And just really emphasizing like can't be hitting 6. Can't be hitting a 6. You know, hitting 6 just isn't good enough. It's a good push there by Stishek. But Oh, Shigloshka. She's come through really strong. And what is happening? Like, why is she running in? She's running in way too fast. Like, what are they trying to do with their offense on that? She's like, all of a sudden, now all of Poland's momentum is gone. All of Poland's momentum is gone. Now, like, yeah, because Stysiak was just all over the place there. And, like, in these moments, this is where she needs to dial in, not make stupid decisions, like slowly creeping up on a transition ball. Smarzak gets shut down first swing. Damaska is just keeping things alive for Poland, offensively and defensively. That is all Damaska. If she doesn't make that dig there to keep that ball alive, it's done. That honestly, that play from Damaska there, like it doesn't show up on any stat sheet. Like that's gonna go to Smarzek, but her dig there kept that ball alive. What's up, James from Oregon? Another aggressive serve. Smarzak, yes. She's hitting that ball lower, like crunched forward and hitting it, but that ball is going down to up on China's block. We'll see here a really good, yeah. So as opposed to Stysiak, who's like coming over top of that ball and trying to carve it off the top, she's able to hit off the block. Honestly, Luke, I love that same thing too. Like China plays so aggressive, so aggressive. Oh, it's down for sure. Down for sure. Chernianska's really been bringing the heaters from the baseline here too. Well, they're 1-5. I called it at the beginning of this set. Now I think I called it at the beginning of this match. Back to the curse of the watch-alongs as we go to another 5-setter. Real quick, let's go through some of these stats here. Stysiak had 6 in the set. Damask had 4. Korneluk had 4. Chernianska had 4. So just really spreading out that offense. Stysiak still, though, 5 for 13. Not great. 15% efficiency. 6 blocks as a team, though, in this 4th set for Poland. And reception, a little bit better, too. 28 pos, actually much better. Much better. 28% perfect. 50%, 56% positive. So, and they had 3 aces to no errors. So, just the blocking and the serving there is the big difference. Only one error. Yeah, only one hitting error there from Stysiak. So much better. But like, which Polish team is gonna show up here in the which Polish team is gonna show up here in the 5th? Yeah, so a few errors. It's honestly why it's been some really good ball to watch. Hasn't really been sloppy. A lot of balls on the floor. It's what you want. Sorry, just as I eat straight up chicken here. What I would do to go to some matches in Poland. It's like the Mecca. I got to do beach volleyball in Brazil, and that was fucking unreal. But like, I would love to go see an indoor match in Poland. China just dumping everything to the left side, eh? It's so wild because Gong is so good. Poland switching things out a lot. Not a lot of middle play on either side. ASMR time. Can you guys hear that? Sorry. I don't want this to be a mukbang. But man, today has been crazy because early game. So I had a bunch of things that I wanted to do this morning before the first match. Watch the first match. And then I had to go pick up my car. I've spent, bro, guys, since May, I've spent honestly close to $6,000 on my car. I just had to go spend another $2,900. It was not great. And then I came back just in time to start up this thing, and then we got plans for tonight, and haven't really had a chance to eat. And I would like to do, after this live stream, I would like to do another live stream show, just wrapping up these 2 matches. We'll see how. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure how feasible that is, given the other things that I have to do in my life. But we will see. So, yeah. We'll make this a watch-along mukbang, and that's a big one-on-one block. I think that's the first time that Lethal Barbie is getting blocked, because that's a read too. That isn't a commit. Like that's a like she's got a quick release on that read. Like there's clearly a cue that she's looking for within the set, or within what I wasn't looking at her eye, like where she was looking at. And see, that's a situation where, like, I see that as like a settable ball, and I don't know why Korneluk isn't running that middle attack. Stishak long. Oh, they're going to call that touch. They're going to call that touch. Oh. Just barely on one of those fingertips. Just barely. Oh, that's a good. Like Chernyanska really put on some good pressure in the last set with her serve, so that's a sigh of relief. Anytime, any volleyball player can tell this, who's played this at like a decent level, or almost like any level. If you have one player who's going out there and really just torching you from the baseline, if they go back there and miss their serve, especially on the first one, it's immediate sigh of relief. So much aggressiveness. It's Stishak. That one, there's no touch on that one. That one is a miss. And once again, we see Zhuang there, so far off the net, behind the attack line, outside of the court. Take a chew. Swing away at it, babe. No problem. But they don't make errors. That's the wildest thing, too. They stay so aggressive and they make so few errors. Guess we don't really need stats here anymore. Oh, that's a really nice dig. Really nice dig. Oh, there we go. Lethal Barbie and the knee slide. Lethal Barbie. Oh, she's so good. Like her reach, her able to close, her penetration. She's just so textbook. Oh. Just setting Gong into a phone booth there. And Gong does it a little better with like a little bit of a higher ball. But that's her. She's not able to get her feet underneath that one. You can't really, you're not going to be able to see it from this angle here. But just... So, like I talked about how early in the game, China was doing a really good job of getting all the way to the pin to block Poland. Well, there, Poland is doing that really good job of getting all the way to the pin to block Gong. And a throw down there from the two blondies. Stishak almost put that on down her own net, but Korneluk, the standing floater. That thing moves though. Oh, another one, Lethal Barbie. Let's go. Give me a replay. Give me a baseline replay. Look at how that ball dips. Oh. And any male volleyball coach who's ever coached women will tell you that a woman's float serve on a woman's net is the worst thing. It's like a curveball where it just hits the crest and dips. And that's exactly what Korneluk is doing on that one. It's almost like the deep, like just straight up jump float that we sometimes see in beach, where players, like especially in Hamburg, when they play in that big they play in the big tennis stadium, they sit all the way back at the banners and just toss it up and hit the deep float serve because it's going to catch and move so much. But the way that Korneluk's ball is moving there is, oh, that's some real good face paint there. Is really indicative of how much float she's actually putting onto that ball. But it's also because it's such a big stadium too. There's so many air currents. So that one she hit with a little bit more pace, which actually for a float serve, you don't want it to. You want to hit it, like it needs to be of a bit of a slower pace for it to catch the air. Is that going to be an error? Oh, they're going to challenge that. They're going to challenge that. Still looking for that block touch here. Oh, no. Didn't see it there. Gong really struggling here down the stretch. That's no wonder coach is just telling him to toss everything out to the left side, because Gong is just not getting it done, neither of the middles. Oh, they subbed out the setter. Bringing in Yin. Wow. Agnieszka Korneluk. She's one of my favorites. She's always one of my favorites. Give it to Stishek again. Oh, what a dig. Oh, it's out. The Maska is just sitting there. She's so aggressive. So like that swing is not that aggressive. Going for another one that's just the tip push, and then right away as it seems to comes back to her, fist that ball down. Fist it. Big swing. Good recycle. Is she going to get it back? We'll block out. That's just going to be a tip. Oh, another one, but that's a fantastic dig. Now in the pipe. Damaska. There's no tips in her game, eh? No tips at all. Yeah. Zhuang. China. Yeah, Zhang was setting everyone too low. Zhang was setting everyone too low. And then also, like, coach told her to go to the outside, and then she went right back to the oppo. Yeah, neither team is making very many errors, Map. And, yeah, it's just been a fun back and forther. Good chuck there to Stishek. You know, like, she's not Grabka? Luke, you took China for your parlay? Interesting. I feel like I should get more into, like, I just don't know and understand betting enough, but, like, I feel like if I had, like, a betting show, it would pop off. Oh, that inside ball again. This time she misses it. They don't really run that inside 33 all that much with Zhuang, and now this is really starting to get out of hand here for China, which is too bad. Because when China was good in this match, they were really, really good and really, really dominant. Jefoni Oscar, Jefoni Oscar, Jefoni Oscar, Jefoni Oscar, Jefoni. Oh, good little recycle. Aggressive swing. Yeah, Wu Ting. Gong. Finally. And she gets one down. You can see her reaction there, too. It was like a fucking finally. What's fucking Chinese? Is there an equivalent? Is there an equivalent? I don't know. This match, it'd be too feeny. Up and you're down, long and it's right, it's black and it's white. Fight, we make up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really want to say no. Whoa. Yeah, honestly, like I am gonna do the watch along tomorrow morning for Japan Turkey. So yeah, you might as well bet that tomorrow's match is gonna go to a 5-setter as well too, because I'm gonna be doing a watch along as well. Oh, that's a nice little tip. Cao? That's really funny because so all the curses in English all have to do about sex. All of the curses in Quebecois French all have to do with the church. So it's all funny that it's funny where like different curses from different cultures come from and like what is viewed as like sacred in a way, you know? Cao. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I apologize. I'm allowed to swear in my own languages, but I feel like it just feels disingenuous if I'm out here swearing in Chinese. Oh, what a stuff. China's right back in this. China does not go away. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be out here spouting what you guys are telling me. This is gonna be like a my big fat Greek wedding situation. Nice little. Do you guys? Has anyone in the chat seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding? The mother to the guy in that movie was in my partner's play in the spring. Fun little tidbit there. Oh wow, China. Who do you think will beat Italy? Canada. Canada will beat Italy. Canada will be the next team to beat Italy. Somebody clip that out so if it somehow happens, I look like a genius. Oh, what a swing. Vukovic comes in off the bench. Kiss her. Like not like it would just be like you see that with like guys football, like someone makes a big play and you kiss them on the head. It'd be so great in volleyball. Like someone makes a big play, grab her, give her a nice kiss. I definitely did that to my homies back in my club days. Make a nice play, kiss on the forehead, why not? Oh, that's such a fast run. Oh, wow. What a headshot too. I loved everything about that. All of that was so awesome. So awesome. She ate that ball hard. But look how fast she's running it. She's hitting that. Like she's eating out of her hands. Woo! Oh, there's no reaction time there for Damascus. Like she's in good position too. Oh, that's a killer. That's a killer right there for China. But still only down by 2. Still only down by 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream for tomorrow morning's match, so I might as well bet that it's gonna be a 5-setter because the watch along curse continues. Oh, Vukovic. No. Damascus again. Oh. Damascus is... she's my game changer. Like, she has to be the game changer. She's the TSN turning point of this match. She just brings a lot of energy. Yeah, man, Gong has been getting eaten alive here in this fifth. China's not done here. And they've showed that, like, no gap is too little for them. So, or too big. Gong's been blocked 3 times here in the fifth. It's another strong serve. Chuck it to her. Can you... Oh, the hustle. The hustle is there from China. The hustle is there. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, corner Luke again as well. Oh. Not the most graceful in defense is Lethal Barbie. Oh man. That was that brings me back to one of my coaches growing up, Frank Saint Denis. Shout out Frank. Défense de baleine. Actually, he's like, I spoke about Vicky Savard because Vicky played for him in school ball down at Uriel. And she's like, she's a 93, I'm a 92, so she played 18U in my 18U as weird. So that's why so that's why we know each other so well. And then just Ottawa volleyball, like everyone knows each other and shit. But she would just kind of throw herself to the ground as they were moving her to be a left side because she was in the middle and then a right side for so long. And in 18U, they decided when she was a 17U and 18U, they decided to move her to the left. And I remember one time in a school tournament that I was just there watching, and me and Frank were hanging out, and she just threw herself on the ground. And Frank made like a whale noise, and it was just too much. And whenever I see a move like that, I always think of him. Défense de baleine, which is that means whale defense. All right, let's see. Can Poland convert this match point? Oh, not done yet. I'm not dead yet. Just a flesh wound. Now it's done. And fittingly, Damaska finishes it off 15-12. Wow. What a good job there from Poland to just stay in it and plug away. But so much credit has to go to China. China played so well. So well. I don't know if you can say China choked. They're a young team. You know, a young team in this one, and but like really good job on both. Like that was a really entertaining match to watch. China only made six unforced hitting errors. I'll pull up some stats here for you guys so you can see. China only made 6 unforced hitting errors. Poland made 9, so a little bit more, but like still 15 unforced hitting errors in a match is terrible. Only 13 missed serves on Poland's side. 12. So what did I say? 13 and 12. So you've got 25 missed serves in the match on a 5-setter. Right? You're going to see more than that from one team in a men's match. So all around, I think just such an interesting and very entertaining match. Churyanska with 16, 25 for Stysiak, Korneluk with 13 and 4 blocks. Where's Damaska? Damaska ends with 11. 8 for 21. I thought she would have been more efficient than that, but I guess not. But still really, really good. Yeah, 15 blocks here overall for Poland is huge. And that's, like I said, that if they needed to be special in their block to be able to shut down China, they needed to be special in the block. And that's exactly what they did. That is exactly what they did. So, yeah. You love that. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching this watch along with me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there's no reason for so many of you to have tuned in. Really appreciate it and had a great time. I will be doing another one tomorrow for Japan, Turkey at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, my time. So if you guys are around, I'll be doing that again. And I may do a wrap up. I may do a wrap up tonight, but I don't know. We'll see. But appreciate everyone once again. Love you all. Have a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.